Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'm excited. Yes, I did. I did. I am. It's all that fresh coconut water. For sure. So we're a 60 proof coconut rum, which is going to be definitely the most exciting part of it in some people's opinion. So I love telling everyone we're a higher proof and we're lower sugar because we don't add any sugar to accomplish that coconut flavor. Instead, we accomplish coconut flavoring with the real coconut. So we actually add fresh coconut water to our white rum base. And that's what gives it a very natural, light coconut rum. Oh, yay. Yeah, I'm out. It's funny because when we went into this, it's kind of a joke, and we can go more into that. But we literally at 8 o'clock in the morning took lined up a bunch of shot glasses with every coconut rum on the market, and we wanted to do a test of like what we like about them, what we don't like about them, so that way we had our own unique coconut rum and how we could be different. So here we are taking shots of coconut rum literally at 8 o'clock in the morning. Uh oh. You're like, oh, really? Right. It's hard though, I guess, because once you go live, it's different. Yeah, at least you know. Oh, I'm back on the screen. So maybe, drink more rum. I know, right? Right? She has a fun red hat. Right. I think that would be the hardest part, the technical difficulties, because they're unpredictable. Like, yeah.
Too fun. So we're like you end up drinking way too much because you're like, well, let's just.
I know. I was like,
shot.
well, I could just drink more.
Yes. Go back here. Is that better? Let's see. Let's see, people.
It takes a while, so give them a second.
Right, there's like a delay.
Okay, everybody. Okay, do I have to... Oh, here we go. Yeah, now they can hear us. Sweet, everybody. Well, welcome. Rajiv, thank you so much for tuning in. Merci, mon ami de Saint-Martin. So, officially, let's welcome Jessica from Nauti Beach Coconut Rum. She's our surprise guest on my channel today. By the way, go give Nani and Paul a lot of shit because they totally canceled Nani.
Yeah, right? And I met Paul. And he and I had like literally a joke about how I was going to wear a red bikini and he was going to wear a red Speedo.
Oh, I was going to say
so I think he's chickened.
And that was good.
Yeah, I think he's chickened out because he was not prepared for his, red Speedo.
Yeah, I think you scared him off. He's like, I can't.
I think so.
I can't. But anyway, guys,
I'm aggressive.
If you're not familiar with Nauti Beach, they are a local rum company that makes tremendous coconut flavored rum. Jessica's going to tell us the entire story. And by the way, they are joining us at the Tampa Bay Rum Experience. So if you are in the Tampa Bay area, definitely come hang out with us Saturday. Get your tickets in advance. You have to register. General admission is free. VIP is sold out. So if you didn't get VIP, sorry for you, but you're not going to make it to it. But if you did register and you are coming, you're going to be able to enjoy all these tremendous rums. So Jessica, take it away now officially.
Here we go. Okay. Well, I hope that everyone comes because I want to meet everyone. Yes. And that would be super fun. I'm excited about going to the event on Saturday, and I'll have a booth, and I'll set up and make fun like cocktails, but also sample the rum meanwhile, so that way you can at least taste the product that I'll talk about now. So this is a Florida-based coconut rum. Fun fact, other coconut rums are not even made in this country or let alone in this state. And we are the largest producing coconut state here. So why not make an all-natural coconut rum? We're a 60 proof coconut rum. We're made with real coconut water. We're going to be made naturally, I like to say, as opposed to artificially. So when you have a coconut flavored rum, a lot of times they are a liqueur or it's higher proof and it's flavored with artificial sweeteners or even like a coconut sugar. And we really just wanted to be all natural. So we make a white rum first. That is a cane sugar that we receive. We get our cane sugar from sugarcane here in Florida. And once our white rum is a pot stilled rum, once it's 188 proof, we actually use the coconut water to proof it down. So myself and my business partner with our lovely muscles over here, we open up probably anywhere between about 600 to 1,000 coconuts to get 100 gallons of fresh coconut water.
That is crazy.
And we pour it in there, girl. It is a labor of love. And I feel like you can taste it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, when we were muted and you hopefully read our lips, I was saying that Jessica and I were talking about the fact that my followers know that if I nose any rum and they say coconut and it smells like sunscreen, I'm out. And with Nauti, you don't get that nose at all. It smells kind of like coconut water. Let's be honest. Like the real coconut water. Sometimes I would even say it kind of noses like a coconut water that has little coconut chunks in it, so you know it's like all natural, but it's really, really good, super smooth. And
I tell everyone it's like spiked coconut water because we taste it neat, kind of just like a little chill, and I want someone to just sip it right to their lips because originally, people's first experience with coconut rum brings them back to this like 20-year-old age of like getting drunk on a Yes, you said it, not me, but the product that like everyone turns their nose up to because it's been around for so long and it has great marketing and it is a great product for what it is. But we want wanted to kind of reinvent that, make an adult version, so to speak. So we are 60 proof and made naturally because we're health conscious. We all realize that we're gonna drink in moderation, and why not hydrate, Joe, while we dehydrate? It's Florida, it's hot, and it's rum season right now for sure.
Awesome. So I know you spilled the beans and you say you're going to do some cocktails. So what cocktails are you thinking of for the Tampa Bay rum experience for those of you
For
that are
sure.
going to miss it?
Yeah, my favorite cocktail right now is going to be our coconut lemonade. It is phenomenal. We kind of fell onto it when we were trying to make something else and I was missing an ingredient. And so it's literally lemonade, and I just use Publix lemonade. A little bit of the like real coconut squeeze.
Yeah, anything is the best.
Take it when you go pick up your pub sub and you're headed to the beach. I put a gallon of coconut or a gallon of lemonade and then a whole bottle of this rum and just like a half a cup of that coconut squeeze. And I just blend it together in a big pitcher and it's phenomenal. You don't taste the like anything other than just paradise, and it is so refreshing. I'd like to make one other drink. I don't know what I'll do it as yet. Maybe a fun collaboration with another brand that's going to be there and make like a fun, like Mai Tai. So people can kind of get like a fun, fruity cocktail, but also like a really refreshing. And then obviously my favorite way to drink it is just right on the rocks.
That's awesome. That's very, very good. So I
Thank
know you're
you.
woman owned. So can you tell us a little of the backstory of what both of you did? I know you and your partner are part of this, so it'd be awesome to hear your backstory, what inspired you, obviously to inspire all the women out there, including myself.
Yes. Go girl. We're all about girl power for sure. And this is the time. Myself and my best friend, so Jen, she couldn't make it today, but she will give her like warm wishes. She is out marketing the rum. So we're nonstop feet on the ground since we launched 2 years ago. But, you know, essentially what happened was during COVID, like every good story has started, we all had different jobs and we were somewhat affected in the world of the pandemic. So we started a company that had a coconut cart that we would take to the beaches because we're from like the Naples, Fort Myers area.
Yeah.
So there's beautiful beaches out here and a lot of people and nowhere to go during the pandemic. So everybody, of course, was outside, outdoors. People were coming all over to the beaches, whatnot. So we started making fun, fresh drinks out on the beach with this little push cart. So myself, Jen, and then our business partner in that business, we were hustling up and down with these fresh coconut. We made pineapple drinks and watermelon drinks. And that kind of really evolved and turned into almost like a catering specialty cocktail. And people were not just getting us on the beach, but were also inviting us to parties and weddings and special events. So it was like nonstop. Yeah, it was definitely something that we never thought of.
Yeah.
So we started doing, you know, just a beach thing, and it was fun for our own mental health, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then it turned into 500 events a year, and it was just crazy. So repetitively, we just kept hearing, you know, for your coconuts, you just need rum. And so Jen and I are both, you know, entrepreneurs, and we're like, yeah, we do need rum. Like, we live in rum country here, and we're using all this fresh coconut, you know, juices and fresh coconut water. Our brains are turning. We're like, wait a minute. You know, we live in paradise. Everybody wants a paradise kind of drink and a feel. So for both of us, we were really kind of interested in that whole, like, if you ever go on a vacation or you're on a cruise or like a tropical adventure, as soon as you get there, they just chop off the top of a coconut and shoot some rum in it and give it to you, right? Like in Jamaica and everything. So we wanted to kind of almost recreate that in its own cocktail. So this is like a full Florida's version, right, of a, you know, chop the top off a coconut and sip on your rum. So we wanted to use as much and all the Florida resources as we could, and we do. And I think we nailed it. And it was very, very scary for us because we thought, what if we're the only ones that like this product?
Oh no.
But honestly, 2 years later, and we're 5 batches in. We're about to be 5 batches in, and we're launching a second product. I mean, we couldn't be more excited and honestly thankful for your support and everyone's support of the product. And it's been like such a humbling experience, I think.
Sure.
So we're growing and learning the ropes because we had no idea. This was like a text message that turned into like kind of a laughable joke, and then now here it is. So it's so fun though. I wouldn't take it, back for anything. And I say to anyone, if you and your friend are just joking around about a drink, do it because it could definitely be the next coconut rum, which we hope to be.
Well, isn't that crazy? I've heard a lot of stories, especially through COVID, where a lot of people
Yeah.
got together. They
Yeah.
they started their own, like, probably one of the biggest organizations that I know of, which is the Florida Rum Society. They started through COVID. My channel
Yeah.
started through COVID because I was stuck
Yeah.
home. We're all bored. We're like ready to like go out and hang out and whatnot, which is great. And
Yeah.
then
And alcohol sales were through the roof during
yes,
COVID.
'cause we were all bored at
So
home.
all board at home drinking. And I think it gave so much opportunity for small business really and people's like creative side. And it was really something we got real creative with, but
Yeah.
it's been such a great journey that I just laugh now when I think about how we started. And most of the time, and most people, if anyone's ever tried it, can literally say, "Oh, I've met them," because Jen and I, and like we have discussed, we don't really say no to anything. We want to get our product out there, and we want to be the face of it, and we want the experience to be so, unique for each individual person, and kind of see how organically we've grown has been so awesome because people who are, I don't like coconut, or maybe I don't like coconut rum, or I don't even like rum. They
Yeah.
try it, and then, or they'll write us and they're like, "This is amazing.
Yeah,
This
it's
is great."
incredibly smooth. Like I definitely recommend it. Even like neat, like you don't really
Yeah.
need anything. Like you said, it's a cocktail in itself. So
It
I'm
is.
gonna cheers to that since we
Yes.
love doing shots here. This is so good. Cheers, everybody. What's everybody
Yes.
drinking on the chat? It is so smooth. You don't need anything. By the way,
I say it's so smooth, it's naughty. That's our tagline. So if you guys are out there, I love it. I think it's so funny. I want to put it on everything. It's so smooth, it's naughty.
yeah. And can you tell us a little bit about where people can find it here in Florida? I know I got my bottle at ABC, and I
Perfect.
found it also at Total Wine, which is where we met
Yeah.
about, I think,
Yeah.
about a year ago when I met Jen.
Perfect.
So these ladies, believe it or not, are boots on the ground. When you see them giving out
Yeah.
samples, it's them. These are the owners. We love supporting small businesses, especially here in Florida. So if you see them, that's them. It's them right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to, get picked up by AB or by Total Wine first. So we got launched into 11 stores right off the bat, and we were so thankful and so excited about that. And then, unfortunately, tragedy of Hurricane Irma came in and hit Fort Myers Beach. So 3 months of our launch, we were devastated, and over, 10, 15 accounts out on the beach just took us out. So Total Wine was very fortunate and said, "You ladies are definitely working hard and trying to get your product out there." We were then within 6 months expanded into all of the Total Wine stores. So thankful for Total Wine even giving us that opportunity. So we felt like we better be boots on the ground.
Yeah.
So we spent most of the time like trying to support the brand and getting our name out there. And it has been, obviously successful now. ABC has recently picked us up. That was in February. So now we are now distributed through ABC liquor stores. And then starting in a few months, We will also have a launch of a second product, which will be a spiced rum, and it will be 70 proof, and it will be amazing. And we're going to be launching that with a new distributor, which we are excited about. We are very fortunate to have had like a local, small Florida craft distributor that takes on a lot of emerging brands. And he has definitely gave us the right platform to give us the space to grow. And it looks like we got some good attention. So one of the larger distributors is going to be picking us up. So we can now be actually more on premise, like bars and restaurants, and not just in the liquor store. So hopefully more people can see it.
Yeah, if you guys are not familiar, definitely follow Nauti. What's your handle on IG? Because I know I follow you and see your posts. You have these
we're at Drink Nauti.
Drink Nauti. So Drink Nauti, follow them. I do have a follower that's asking if there's a possible way to find out how much sugar you add.
So we're actually working on it. So we don't add sugar after the rum is actually made and distilled. So we use the sugar to make the rum during the yeast feeding, but we don't add any sugar once the product is once the rum is actually produced. The coconut water is then added to proof the product down and then provide the coconut flavor, then giving it the coconut rum label. We are getting our nutritional facts. That is actually something that I put out into the mail. So we have a special chemist that's working on that. He will be receiving it and giving us some feedback, hopefully in the near future. And then we'll post it as soon as it becomes available.
That's amazing. Yeah, even if you could put it on your website, it's super helpful.
Yeah.
To me, the sweetness is very, very natural. I'm kind of like a stickler when it comes to sweeter rums. My palate is a little bit more evolved though, but this one, I have to be honest, if you put it on ice, you barely can taste the sweetness. It's not. I'd be surprised if you had anything like as far.
I think it's not like the viscous. Like people can tell just by the viscosity of it, and we're very light, like almost like you're still pouring water.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's exciting. So can you tell us a little bit about why you girls decided to go with like a super fun brand? If you're not familiar with Nauti, their branding is super fun. They have this gorgeous red bikini on this girl. She's on this swing by the ocean, which I know you guys kind of tease and post a little bit.
We're definitely keep things very playful in the rum world. Sometimes, rum can be very precise, and you're like tasting it and you want to smell everything. And there's a lot of great rums out there that we wanted to just be a little different, right? So we wanted to be more of a playful, unique rum. So rum you can kind of escape to. So we kind of just made Nauti Beach as this place. So I always joke and people are like, how'd you come up with the name? I say, well, one of us is Nauti and one of us is a beach. So you decide. But realistically, Nauti Beach, we wanted it to be a place that anyone could go to and just kind of be authentic, themselves, live their best life, dance in the ocean or swing and kind of just like troubles are lost and your freedom is found here on Nauti Beach and just kind of drink your way into paradise and really just like a Florida fun vacation in a bottle. And so that was kind of our fun vibe that we were going for when we were planning our marketing strategically. And then, on our back, we just say made with the naughtiest coconuts. And we have fun little sub marks with the airplane and the red hat, just being a little mysterious. We want it to be something that anyone could be. You could be the girl in the red hat, me, whoever. Just as long as you're out.
Is the girl you with the little bikini?
Okay, so I stopped wearing those little bikinis a long time ago, but I think, ideally there's a little bit, we wanted it to be playful, and I think that, Jen's like, this is you. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad somebody sees me like this. I laugh, and I'm like.
So you're the naughty and she's the beach.
Yeah. Don't tell her that. But I'm not sure she'll prance around in a red bikini for you, but we'll see.
Maybe if we get her a lot of
A
rum,
couple of drinks, right?
a couple of very strong rum drinks.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Everyone should just ask her and be like, "Listen, we heard you. You're the one in the red bikini."
I know, right? That's the new
Like when everyone sees her in tastings, be like, "I know you have dark hair, but did you ever have blonde hair? And were you in the red bikini?" She would
yeah,
just
yeah.
die. She would.
We heard this is you. Show
Yeah,
us.
we heard. That would be fun. No, I'm so excited for Saturday. I think that it will be a great opportunity to meet everybody and kind of just enjoy other local brands. And I'm so pumped. I'm like more pumped to almost try some other rums that are there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot. We're really supporting small craft distillers, which is really exciting
Yes,
for us.
I'm
And
excited for it.
yeah, for sure. I did go to the Treasure Coast Small Craft Spirits Festival, which was amazing because it's
Yeah,
all the local small craft distillers, and I tried some phenomenal rums. I really keep on telling people, I'm like, I feel like I want to become the unofficial Florida rum ambassador because
yeah,
people don't understand what amazing rum we have here in Florida, and it's very underrated. We have
yeah,
everything from like I could probably give the snobbiest rum person to try like very high proof, nothing added rums that are made here in Florida with either most of the time they're either sugarcane molasses or Louisiana, which isn't that far. At least you're supporting local
yeah,
within the U.S. industries. But
yeah,
even to like flavored stuff like your rum, it's really good. It's not overpowered with sugar and stuff. And even
oh,
we do have some rums that I do love. Like I don't know if you've tried Siesta Keys toasted
yeah,
coconut. Oh my
great
god,
product.
they add honey and it is still phenomenal. Like
Yeah,
they add a little bit of honey, but it's so good. And they use local honey. They use
yeah,
local coconuts. When they're done with the coconuts and steeping the coconut in their rum, they give it to local farmers who feed the
yeah,
cows. So you got some
yeah. They like
happy, they got some happy
exactly.
drunk cows in the area. So I love it. I love closing the
I love
entire
that.
loop. We don't have a,
Yeah.
as I always say, we don't have a planet B. So super excited, but I know you're kind of strapped for time. So I really appreciate you coming on
No,
board.
this
Tell
has been
everybody
an
where they
awesome.
can follow you. I know IG is drink naughty
Yes.
NAUTI. Anywhere else? Are you on TikTok, Facebook?
We're not. We're on Facebook, same handle. We're not on the TikTok. I'm not sure how I'd be any fun on that, but I should probably look into it.
No worries. Well, I really appreciate your time. Definitely go check them out. If you follow both of us, because we will be at the Tampa Bay Rum Experience
Yeah.
May
Come say
18th.
hi.
Come say hi. Drink some phenomenal rum. She's going to have some cocktails too, which is really exciting. I'll be there. I'll be part of the panel. We'll be talking rum, sipping rum. And also, by the way, if you are a day earlier in Tampa, we are going to pillage and plunder some rum at Gasparilla Distillery, one of my favorite distilleries up in Tampa.
That's fun.
Pirate garb is encouraged, but if you don't, I got hats for you guys. If you want to swing on by, I will have some pirate hats for you. We'll take some pictures. It'll be a small, intimate event. Paul and I will be there. Just Saturday is going to be crazy. We're going to be interacting with people, yes, but Friday will be our event. We're going to have some really good cocktails, some really good rum, and the ambiance in Gasparilla. If you like pirate stuff, you'll love that place. So
For
hope
sure.
to see you
Definitely.
all there. But
Well, thanks again so much.
absolutely, thank you so much for
And then,
hanging out with me for a little bit.
yeah, anytime. And then I'll see you on Saturday,
Yeah, we'll see
everybody.
you on Saturday. Just everybody hang on by because I will be going through rum news. I know. We get the fun part first, but we also have to cover rum news today, guys. Thanks, Jessica.
Well, thanks again.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay, everybody. everybody. I hope you're ready for some rum news. What did everybody think? Does everybody think they're gonna get some naughty rum? Huh? Is Naughty going to be at the Friday night get together? No, they're sadly not going to be at the Friday night get together. That's more of our thing with Paul from Drums and Rums and I. But let's go ahead with rum news. Super, super excited. We have a couple of announcements as far as rum news. So Koala Rum, Koloa Rum, they're unveiling their Rum Rusher cocktail to commemorate the partnership with Las Vegas Raiders. Are there any sports fans in the chat? Anybody that's a Raiders fan? I know Raiders used to be in California, but hey, if you do love the Raiders and you love rum, this is your opportunity. They're coming out. It seems like an RTD, I have to be honest with you. And they're saying, by the way, that it's boasting at 50% alcohol by volume. The Rum Rusher is a harmonious blend of Kahlua white Hawaiian rum, natural flavors such as orange, pineapple, and lime juice, as well as an organic agave syrup, and it's available in a set of 4 cans of 12 ounces each. Interesting. I would be very excited to try. By the way, I'm going back to Salt Lake in July and September. Maybe I'll get some cans for myself and some cans for some of my subscribers. You know, I love giving you guys some stuff away so you can try it as well. But I might bring some because I did hear that they do have these cans available in Utah where I'm going to. So super, super excited. What else? That's news number 1. News number 2, which is a little bit sad. I don't know if you've heard of Lost Spirits. Continuing with the Las Vegas conversation. Last month, Brian Davis, the co-founder and chief wizard of Lost Spirits, announced the closing of the distillery/circus show in Las Vegas. If you have made it to Lost Spirits, I didn't make it unfortunately, but I was really excited to go visit them because they have burlesque dancers, which I absolutely love. But basically, they had a distillery inside, kind of like a speakeasy, but also it was like a circus show. But to me, when I looked at the specs of it, it kind of looked more like a burlesque dancing place. But unfortunately, they're closing, and they're saying, let's see, Brian Davis said that he became famous in the spirits world 10 years ago when he invented his rapid aging spirits reactor, a device that used intense light and heat to mature spirits. That's very, very interesting. Another really cool thing that I saw on Rum News is from Ray and Nephew. If we have any fans out there of Ray and Nephew and Ting, which is probably the most refreshing cocktail out there, they actually noticed that a lot of Black creators are having difficulties finding just support, monetary support. So they created this Ray Forward program, which is now actually in its 3rd year and has launched partnership with Founder Vine to build opportunities in underserved communities that help tomorrow's leaders shape the future. And it says that they connect today's leaders with mission-led organizations. They aim to transform society by making innovation open to anyone. That's amazing. Izzy Aubang, the co-founder of Founder Vine, said of this initiative. He said, Black founders face numerous limitations, including restricted access to capital, networks, and opportunities, which is very, very true. And then he talked about in 2024, they're aiming to help Black founders and entrepreneurs who are breaking down these barriers and providing tailored support and resources. We're delighted to work with Ray and Nephew to equip Black founders with tools and knowledge needed to navigate an entrepreneurial landscape successfully. That's amazing. I love that rum companies are really supporting their different demographics. Another very interesting rum news that's coming from Bacardi. So apparently they officially announced that Camila Cabello, which is a famous Latinx singer, if you're not familiar with her, is officially going to be their new face of the brand, kicking off a multi-year partnership under the Bacardi Global Do What Moves You platform. In her first ever spirits collaboration, the artist campaign spot a new song called I Love It, now available on all streaming platforms. This is her first single off her highly anticipated fourth album, arriving this year. How does everybody feel about these celebrities endorsing rum companies? I don't know. I have to be honest. I don't know. I don't mind certain people endorsing rum brands. I'm not a huge fan of all celebrities endorsing. For example, I'm not a big fan of Bruno Mars's. Sorry, Bruno. I love you and I love your music and I love all the stuff you do, but I'm not a big fan of Bruno Mars. The rum, it's okay. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Is anybody else a fan of it? Or Bamboo and Lil Wayne. Like all these different things. Like, I don't know. I think it depends. I feel as though if they're really, really involved, but most of these celebrities, they seem that they're lightly involved. They're not really involved with all these makings. It'll be interesting to see, is all I'm going to say, what this means for Bacardi. Not a big fan of Camila Cabello either. I don't really listen to her music. I don't know. But anyway, moving on to the next one. We're going to go to new releases. Super excited. We have a ton of new releases. So the first one is one called Black Tears, and talking about supporting artists. Cuban Spice Black Tears has collaborated with Black Box Gallery, which is in Havana, Cuba, to support local musicians in the Cuban scene. Black Tears is creating a strong positioning in its homeland, Cuba. The partnership will help promote Cuban musicians via the Black Box Talent Show program, which is really exciting. And the project was actually created by Grammy-winning record producer Andres Levine, and it included multiple competition tours for young musicians throughout 2024, which culminated in the release of an album. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see, there's a couple comments on the chat. Greg said, I don't care who supports it, I only care what it tastes like. I agree. Yes. Who supports it, I don't really care. As long as it tastes amazing, I'm really, really happy. Oh, Charles is saying that Coconut Cartel was better than I expected. Really good in the spritz. What kind of spritz, Charles? I'm curious. Moving on to the next new releases. Super excited for this one. As you know, we are Holmes Key fans here at myrumdiaries. They're releasing their spring 2024 single cask releases, which is very exciting. They're coming out with a Venezuela release from 2007, which is a 15-year expression. They're also releasing a port cask expression from 2012, Barbados, which is from Foursquare. If you're a fan of those distilleries, definitely scoop these up. The next super exciting new release that I am stoked about is the Hamden 8 Marks collection, aged 1 year in ex-bourbon casks. We currently do have the Hamden Marks not aged, and they were already phenomenal. We really put Nani to the test and had her try true Jamaican rums unaged, and I have to say I was very impressed. I thought she was not going to like a lot. She only didn't like the DOK, which is like the strongest and most ester heavy unaged Jamaican rum in that collection. But other than that, she really enjoyed, and I think sometimes pushing people to try different things, it's really, really good. but also allowing them the opportunity to not be judged if they don't like something is really important if you're out there and you're trying to educate people on rum, or kind of show your friends the different rum expressions that are out there. That's going to be crucial. It's not pushing people to things that they potentially might not like, or if they don't like it, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Anyway, the next release on rum news that I have is 14 Rum partners with Union Commerciale de Vin de France. This is a Paraguayan rum distiller, 14, signed an exclusive distribution contract with the UCVF to service the French market, which is really exciting for them as a Paraguayan rum. And they basically, 14 is Little Fort, and is linked to the heroic past of Paraguay, a country marked by its resilience and fortitude. And they're basically doing a tribute to the War of the Triple Alliance, which is really exciting. And they're releasing a 5 to 6 year old rum aged in American oak that boasts exotic fruit aromas and a creamy finish. So that's going to be a new release. Sadly, it's going to be in Europe, but if you're in France, definitely keep an eye out if you so happen to land on my channel. Salut! Definitely check it out. Put in the comments down below if you did try this rum that's called 14 Rum. It sounds really good. We did try some rums from Paraguay, from Down Island. They have a very interesting release in their collection, and like I always say, Down Island is pretty accessible considering they're pretty much at a higher proof and no additives, which is really exciting. What else on the chat? Charles is saying that he did the coconut cocktail with super bubbly soda water from Toki highball machine and coconut cocktail. Ooh, and a twist of lemon. Yeah. Can't get any better than that. I agree. Let me send you some hearts, Charles. That sounds delicious. Very refreshing. Then the next new release that we have is On the Rocks Premium Cocktails. This was a bartender developed, ready to serve cocktail, which is basically an RTD. And they unveiled the latest edition, the Blue Hawaiian, a vibrant tropical cocktail. The Blue Hawaiian is available nationwide just in time for summertime. That's exciting. We might need to, keep an eye out for this. Speaking of summer, by the way, if you're not familiar, we are going to be at the Hukilau. Nani, Phil, and I just got our tickets. It's here in Pompano Beach. It's June. Sorry, I have to look this up real quick. But by the way, one of the most underrated, not only rum, but tiki events. It's a 4-day weekend from June 6th through the 9th here at Pompano Beach Resort. It's 3 days of tremendous master classes. Even, for example, we're just going to go Saturday, and we're going to be at the pool party during the day, and then the bungalow parties at night. So the bungalow parties consist of either bars that are coming from all over the world. I'm not even exaggerating. So just so you know who's in this lineup for these amazing cocktails, we have Dirty Dick's. Yes, that's the name. It's a tiki bar in Paris. Dirty Dick, Bar Tiki from Clearwater, Coco Mama from Cozumel, Doc Parks, who's pretty well known in the tiki industry, but he was there last year. He had probably one of my favorite cocktails in one of the bungalow parties. So basically what happens is these rum companies or tiki bartenders, they come for the Hukilau and they rent out these hospitality rooms at the what is this called? It's the hotel, which is called the Pompano Beachcomber Resort and Club. So they book out these hospitality rooms at the Beachcomber in Pompano Beach, and they decorate it however they want, which sometimes it's pretty freaking insane. One of my favorite, like, I want to say, like, he does like sets for movies and stuff like that. His name is, oh shoot, I just forgot. Anyway, they had like a seaplane crashing. They had a mini golf course, which was really cool. Don the Beachcomber is also going to be there from Tampa. Hidden Harbor from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Honu from Dunedin, Florida. They had my very first and favorite cocktail of the day on Saturday. It had this like purple tincture coloring. It was very creamy, amazing. The Kahaloa Koa from Arlington Heights, Illinois. The Kona Tiki Room from Miami. The Luau Lads are going to be in town for that. The Mermaid Bar from Los Angeles. The Maikai is also going to be there for this weekend. For that weekend, the 6th through the 9th of June. By the way, super excited if you haven't seen that video. Max's South Seas Hideaway from Grand Rapids, Michigan is probably one of the largest tiki bars in the U.S. It is 3 levels. If you want to go ahead and check out my rum blogs in my channel, I do have a full tour of Max's. I absolutely love their bar. It's amazing. They have so many different rooms, so many different levels. The owner has been collecting tiki stuff for probably over a decade. So stuff that you see there, it's kind of like a museum. I really enjoy tiki and the history, but if you really love tiki, you have to go there. Oh my god, I need another shot. So excited. The other one, oh, cheers to Nauti. Thank you to Jessica and Jennifer for hopping on my channel and attending this weekend's event. Super excited to have them. Cheers. Everybody get your shots. Get your shots ready. Is the green zone, Charles is asking if the green zone is coming again. Let's see. I'm looking at their lineup. Ohiohana from Ohio is coming. By the way, the newest tiki bar in Utah, the Remora, is also coming to the Hukila, which I'm super excited because I was just in Salt Lake City in April for some training, and I went to their sister bar, which was Witchwater. If you're ever in Salt Lake, go to Witchwater. They had some phenomenal cocktails. Everybody there was so nice. Thank you so much for their hospitality. They definitely took care of me, and they had really good drinks. They probably had the best cocktails in Salt Lake City, if I have to be honest. So really excited to see what they come up with Remora, which if you are in Salt Lake City and you know about Acme actually shut down, and Remora is going to be in there. So super excited for that. The next bar that's going to be at the Hukilau is the world famous SOS Tiki Bar. Not familiar with them, but guys, this is one of the next bar is like my bucket list place that I want to go to is Strongwater in Anaheim, California. Now, if you haven't seen Strongwater, you guys know I love pirate shit. This place is like the epitome of boat, nautical, it's kind of like that feeling of like you have an immersive experience at a bar. They basically have a whole story to where you're on a boat and the boat crashes and then you get stuck on this boat. But if you look at pictures of Strongwater out of Anaheim, California, it is absolutely a dream come true for me because it feels like you are in a boat and you're stranded at sea. They have a whole section of one of the bars where it seems like it's open, but they put resin and lights so it looks like you're staring up at the starry sky. This girl wants to go there. It looks amazing. Sorry, big tangent, because that's one of my bucket list places. The next one is going to be Swizzle from Dallas, Texas. Tonga Hut from Los Angeles, aka Palm Springs, they say here, even though it's not that close. Ventiki, Tiki Lounge and Lanai from Ventura. So all these bars are either going to be hosting cocktails by the pool, which we're going to enjoy, and then the bungalows at Saturday night. So it's going to be a very long day of us drinking and enjoying, but we are going to definitely enjoy a lot of all these different rums and companies that are having these incredible cocktails, which I'm very excited to try. So that's the Hukilau news. Next on the releases, which by the way, I am going to have a tour video of St. James. They are releasing an 18-year-old limited release. The new expression was distilled in 2004 before spending time in ex-bourbon barrels under the oversight of cellar master Marc Sazier. By the way, huge shout out to St. James. This last trip we went to Martinique. We were there for a week. We visited 2 distilleries a day, which was insane, but absolutely so beautifully curated by the Rum Travelers. Thank you so much to Missy and Joe. If you do not follow them, let me tell you right now, follow them on IG, on Facebook. They do the most amazing trips. Missy is a big foodie. I swear to you, we ate the best freaking food in Martinique ever. We had the most amazing lunch experiences, because most of the times what happens is you wake up early, you go to the distillery during the day, right? You go there, you're drinking rum at 10 a.m., right? What better breakfast than that? That's breakfast. Just kidding. No, we did go to an all-inclusive, which was great. The Hotel Bamboo, thank you so much. I think we terrorized all the French people, so sorry. The French Caribbean people, but we had a blast. So, we woke up, we had a le décollage, which is basically your first tea punch of the day to, that's breakfast. Your very first tea punch of the day. And then you go to the distillery. You have some rums there. We did experience some barrel thieving, which, by the way, speaking of St. James and their tremendous release, huge shout out to Marc Sazier. He opened up so many, not barrels, because they did something so freaking smart that I haven't seen anywhere, including when we did the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. But I'm assuming bourbon, they go through that a lot more than rum. But the most incredible thing, he opened up these containers, which were like metal vats, that he was holding rum in there from like the 90s. And he opened up, and we basically did rum thieving from that. They also bought out the last juice of Bali, which is apparently a pretty famous rum distillery in Martinique, and he had us try that. We had rums from from 98 and 99, which was tremendous. So super excited. Definitely go follow St. James. Absolutely love their team. They took such great care of us. They treated us to a tremendous lunch, which, by the way, we had all the drinks included. They took care of our lunch. And then they actually have this beautiful old house from like the 1800s, which they turned into a museum. So you can see the bottles, like the old school bottles of St. James, like from the 17 and 1800s, the pot stills from the 17 and 1800s that are obviously decommissioned, but you can see them there. It is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend visiting them. So back onto this new release, which I'm really excited. So they're releasing an 18-year-old rum. It was distilled in 2004 before spending time in ex-bourbon barrels. It is described as the jewel of its old rum collection, which also includes 3-year, 12-year, and 15-year-old statements. Pretty fun, right? And then he says, this is a very old rum, is the fruit of an exceptional aromatic concentration without topping up. After 18 years of aging in our cellars, in the tropical climate as Saint Marie, Sazier said, according to Spirits Business, unlike other picks in the old rum category, St. James 18 year has been limited to just 2,000 bottles, which, by the way, I got a pretty special bottle too from them, which is only available at the distillery. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe, because I will be showing pictures and the tour of St. James. If you love seeing these old 1800-year-old, like from the 1800 distilleries, definitely stay tuned, because I will be releasing some distillery tours from Martinique. Oh, so many incredible distilleries with so much incredible history. By the way, there's a couple. Oh, De Paz, by the way, number one, like for the tour, because it is, if you go up to the top of the hill, it's like a castle. It's absolutely stunning. So this special bottle of 18-year-old St. James, it's bottled at 43%. The expression is said to balance structured and full-bodied notes with fruit and finely spiced flavors. And it traces this rum specifically is so important because it traces its roots back to 1765, when Father Lefebvre made the jump from sugarcane brandy to rum on the island of Martinique. So super excited. This is all the rum news I have for you today. I am solo dolo today, so I don't have much to talk about besides those incredible releases and very light news again. Super excited to see everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really excited for the event this weekend. If you don't follow me on IG, I'm myrumdiaries channel. I will be posting a lot of stuff, especially for Friday. Super excited. If you're in the Tampa Bay area or even in Florida, come hang out with us at Gasparilla Rum Co. And then Saturday, if you haven't gotten your tickets and you are in the Tampa Bay rum area, oh my God, please register. There will be no tickets available at the door. You're going to miss out. VIP is like, I think it was like $30, which is very accessible, I think, especially in this economy. But you'll be able to, we're going to have a kind of like a happy hour for the VIPs. You're going to get to try some extra special rums. Come and say hello to me. I'll have some merch for you. But anyway, thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Super excited to try Nauti Rum. Very excited. By the way, I bought this bottle with my money, and this is really good. Really enjoyed this. So if you like coconut rums, I don't know, watch out, Coconut Cartel. This is a really good competitor. But thank you so much again for tuning in. I hope to see you all this weekend. Huge shout out to Greg, who I know I'm going to finally meet this weekend. You and your beautiful family. I can't wait to say hello to you in person. And just hang out with Paul from Drums and Rums, Greg from the Royal Rum Society, and any of you crew members out there. Thank you so much for your support. I look forward to the next rum. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.